real problem since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you less than money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickle. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action now. Lawrence over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
First goes here at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 48 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiderz. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play fake. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Shedding the tackle. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
At the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Robinson with another carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here that add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. In motion, the tight end. Here's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Lawrence going to give this to Robinson. Draw play. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short, low throw. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Pollard will take it up the gut and powering through at the 35. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play. From the gun, Murray.
Open man downfield is Hill. And running. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. (17-0) our score after one.
Raiders 17, Steelers nothing.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Running right, it's Pollard. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. 114 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. There he goes again. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this 1st half. So his big 1st half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Pollard going to try the right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Murray going to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Spins by. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. A strong running. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 186 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw is Murray. That's complete downfield to James. Gets past one man. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Second and 10. Throwing again, Murray. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
They run the draw here with Robinson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Boy, 192 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trevor Lawrence, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's Murray. This pass caught. It's Woods. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That pass complete to Moore. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can...
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trevor Lawrence, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have got it on cruise control. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
It got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Murray off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill from 19 yards away. And the Steelers get a bit closer. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's complete to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Robinson up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Malik Neighbors.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Dancing to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
40. Steelers 26.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, Lion.
Again, it's Robinson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Right, let's go.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And Murray fighting, lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
At the Steelers' 12-yard line.
They'll pitch it to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
11.
Now Lawrence to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
A short throw pulled in by Woods. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
As Shaheed going to go in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Lawrence. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got, and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Garendo. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Isaac Garendo taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. To throw is Murray. And now here's another interception. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.